Alright, getting ready to feed some young colonies. See, right now, that brood nest is about 3.5, 4 frames. If I was just going to do honey, that'd be fine, but I'm a nuke producer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that 4 frames of brood into 8 frames of brood in like a week. Some of these are singles I overwintered. Some of these are 4 frame nukes I overwintered. They're really progressing nicely. You know why? Right here, Apivar. That's the trick. I mean, pollen sub, syrup helps, but if they're not clean, forget it. That was a 4 framer. 2 weeks ago, that was 2 frames of brood and 3 frames of bees. But they are taking off money. This is another 4 framer. Now that one over there really impresses me. This is a 4 framer. Now this one's weak. It's just half a box of bees. There's like probably 2 frames of brood. This one's weak. Definitely weak. This is an overwintered single, and it just needs something to get over that hump. And I'm gonna give it to him. Now this one's impressive. This is my only dead out last winter. My only production hive that died. So I gave it it was actually a pretty weak nuke. It was a 4 frame nuke. Like 2 frames of bees. I was thinking, man, what am I doing? But holy cow. In 2 weeks, look at it. I mean, it's almost a box of bees, It's not wall to wall yet, but it's getting there. I won't add a double on until it's wall to wall. It just stalls it out. But I know, the yard's a mess. These guys over here, this was a 4 frame nuker. This side here, you couldn't fit another bee in it, but that one definitely needs help. It's just 4 frames of bees. It's probably got a little two frames of 1.5 frames of. I mean, it would build up fine if I was just going to do honey, But I've been putting loading mate nukes for 2 days, and I got 1 box of bees left. That's about 32 pounds or so. I know that one looks kind of heavy. It might be 36 pounds. But that's how we're gonna feed our bees. These are all young nurse bees. They're screaming for a queen. They're full of fat. They've already processed all that. That fat's all sitting in them bees ready to feed larvae. So I might as well use it. This one here went queenless, and I should have busted them down in a single box, but I just didn't have time. So I just put one of those 4 frame nukes up in there, and you can tell by the Apivar how small that nest was just 2 weeks ago, and it's already expanded, to a little over half a box. There's probably 3, 4 frames of brood in there, but we're going to turn it into 8 frames of brood in a week. Same thing with these. These are 4 framers. Tell by the Apivar where it's placed how small it was. These ones need they just need a boost to get over that hump, and they'll just go wall to wall. Same thing with this one. I mean, this one's a little stronger. This was another 4 frame nuke. These things here, if they caught a flow, they'd probably be in the trees. They're huge. Right now, there's about 12 frames of brood in these. Same thing with that one, that one, that one, that one. Those 2 over there, just packed. Like this one here, if I was to pull a nuke out of there, it'd devastate the colony. So we're gonna feed it. We're gonna feed it nurse bees. I know it might sound weird. Don't try it at home. You're gonna kill your queen. And I do everything wrong, so don't do what I do. I just do what works for me. It's not gonna work for you. you're just going to kill the queen and you're going to be mad at me. So don't kill your queen. And for goodness sakes, don't tell my daughter I got her good pan out here. She would skin me alive. Gotta wash up. She'll never know, right? Just don't tell her. This is perfect size. It holds 2 pounds. Perfect. Look, I got a bee suit on. Bound to have eventually, right? Definitely want to suit up for this. Yesterday it was so cold they were collecting on my back. I couldn't squirt them down or none. It was too cold. Today it's a little bit warmer. It's about 48 degrees, so I'm going to mist them down a little bit. We're feeding bees, what we're doing. Might seem odd, but I mean, everything in these nurse bees, that's all that's in there. They're just nurse bees. There's no drones. There's no older bees. They're just all nurse bees, and they're just loaded with fat. And always buy an American-made bee suit. The zippers work. I like them Chinese jobs where you're like fighting the zippers all the time. Bee gloves? Get the rubberized ones. Who likes calf skin where you gotta like, they don't even fit on your hands. They dry out. How do I wash my bee gloves? You know, you hear that all the time. Well, these rubberized ones, real easy to wash. They're comfortable. You do this, you better have every orifice covered because here they come. They will find it. Those nurse bees are crawlers. We're gonna get it too overboard. This is just swamp water. I got it over there in the swamp. It's not syrup. I wouldn't use syrup. I mean, syrup might be better, but it's too cold for syrup. It'll overheat them. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more bees in this one. Holy cow. You gotta be quick, because you'll kill them putting water on them like this. They'll overheat. They can't cool themselves. Swamp water. Yeah, they love swamp water. That's their favorite kind of water. There's probably 40 pounds in there, I bet. Definitely a lot more than 32. Hopefully that's right. There's 2 pounds. Look at all that beef food. Feeding the bees. Let's feed this one a little bit. Now this one needs a lot of help right there. I know. What in the heck is he doing? You can't do that. You can't just dump bees in your box. No work, right? I was looking at these, and a lot of them are dry. And you get some syrup. This time of year, your bees starve. Between now and like first week of May, like May 7th or something. But tomorrow they'll be able to forage, and there's dandelion everywhere, so maybe they'll bulk up. But definitely need to put out a little syrup for them, because now's the time. You know, it's a fine line, because you don't want to overfeed them. Then you'll plug up your brood nest, and you'll start seeing swarm cells and all that stuff. I mean, granted, these buckfast don't really swarm much. They're like on the very low scale of all strains, and if you look at the chart, they're like a 3 or something as far as wanting to swarm. I really don't have a whole lot of problems swarming. I'm not saying it don't ever happen. But if you don't want to plug up the brood nets with syrup, I just keep feeding them syrup, because they'll just keep storing it, you know, and they'll put it wherever they can. But anyway, I got a few more to do, and I'm going to check some of these bigger ones, see how they're sitting on syrup. I know they're huge. Oh, I got to pull a few frames of brood and stuff, and some pollen frames for the cell starters, because we're definitely making queen cells. Beta nukes are all loaded. Got that done. Now we're move on to nukes. Right now we're just building up the brood for them, instead of having, you know, I can pull 2-3 frames of brood and destroy the colony. How about pull 4 frames of brood now in these weaker ones, and still have a good colony that will make honey down the road, or I'll be able to split and build up my other yards, because I'm building right now. I have 2 new yards I'm building. Wait till you see the 1 yard. Oh, it's 200 acres of Alphacilia. It's planted by the federal government for pollinators. The butterflies in that field would just blow your mind. But anyway, we're going to put some hives over there. I think that's about it. Those should be able to build some good nukes on that Phacelia field. There's other stuff mixed into it. They put clover in there and stuff. And then it backs up to a bunch of CRP and some city land and stuff like that. So there's a lot of forage over there. And that's important. You gotta have a good area with forage. I mean, bees need good flows, and that's it. It's the bottom line. I don't care what you do. You can't make that up. But anyway, don't do what I do. Definitely do not pour bees in your box. You'll kill your queens. It's cold. These are nurse bees. They're screaming for a queen. And if I kill a queen, so what? I've got hundreds of them, so I can always just put a new one in. Anyway, that's about it.